Blessed Ana Petra Perez Florido, 1845 to 1906, was a Spanish nun known as the Mother of the Abandoned, who founded the congregation Madres de Desamparados to care for the poor, elderly, and abandoned children in Spain and Latin America. She is remembered for her deep devotion to Saint Joseph and her tireless work establishing shelters, colleges, and homes for the needy. The mothers, settled in the Gracia neighborhood of Barcelona with about 40 girls, could barely afford the 200 pesetas rent. When the contract ended, the landlord decided to sell the property for 55,000 pesetas. Mother Petra had just acquired a property in Valencia, and it was impossible to think of buying another. She insisted that the Mother Superior search tirelessly for another house to move to, but days passed and they found none. She was overwhelmed because she didn't know where to move so many girls. Mother Petra decided to travel to Barcelona and place everything in the hands of Saint Joseph. On January 19, 1895, she arrived in Barcelona, and the first thing she did was kneel before the image of the saint and pray for a long time. Only he could solve their problem. Upon leaving the chapel, her daughters, worried and curious, asked her, knowing the trust Mother Petra had in her little father, "Mother, what did Saint Joseph tell you?" To which she replied, "That everything is already arranged. I don't know how, but the blessed saint will arrange it." The nuns went to give thanks to Saint Joseph and, to their surprise, saw that the image had gently inclined its head toward the place where Mother Petra had been praying. The nuns began their spiritual exercises, and on the afternoon of the first day, a young woman arrived at the house asking for Mother Petra. The young woman left her name and address so that they could contact her as soon as the nuns finished their exercises, as she wished to donate a property she owned. Providence had intervened. When Mother Petra was able to meet the donor, she said, "You are the messenger of Saint Joseph. I knew he wouldn't abandon us." This property would become the sanctuary of Saint Joseph of the Mountain, San José de la Montaña. Saint Joseph thus wished to be present in the lives of the people of Barcelona through Blessed Petra. By 1903, magazines were already reporting remarkable favors attributed to San José de la Montaña, including the healing of a woman who, before placing her written petition at Saint Joseph's feet, was facing the amputation of one of her hands. Her hand's complete healing was miraculous. Pilgrims soon began to visit regularly, giving rise to the enduring practice of written requests. The impact of this devotion was such that the community became known as the Mothers of Saint Joseph of the Mountain. In 1908, King Alfonso XIII granted the title of Royal to the sanctuary. The coronation of Saint Joseph and the Child Jesus took place on April 17, 1921, with the Bishop of Barcelona, Ramon Guillemet Coma, acting as pontifical delegate of Pope Benedict XV. It should be noted that the crown was placed at the request of the faithful, and that it was made with jewels and gold donated by them. The crowns of Saint Joseph and the Child were stolen during the Spanish Civil War in the looting suffered by the sanctuary of San José de la Montaña in July 1936. After the war ended, they were miraculously retrieved. As an act of reparation, the image was re-crowned on April 26, 1942. The Pontifical Mass was presided over by His Excellency, the Bishop of the Diocese, Don Miguel de los Santos Diaz de Gumara. After the Eucharist, the bishop placed the crowns back on the image, which was carried in procession by members of the Pious Union of Saint Joseph. To this day, the shrine continues to receive countless petitions from around the world, which are ritually offered in the burning of letters to San José de la Montaña,